This is Mike with Jet Armor, and today we're going to be installing new seat covers on this 1997 Sea-Doo Speedster. We're going to show the removal of the seats, the installation of the vinyl, and the finished product. The first step in the removal of the seats is going to be the main seat bottom and seat back, as these are the largest pieces and the most challenging to remove. So to begin, we're going to go back into the engine compartment. There are 4 main bolts that you're going to be taking out. 2 are on the back of the seat, and 2 are on the armrests on either side of the cushion. The first one is located right above the oil, and then the other one is above the computer or the fuse box on the driver's side of the boat. I actually loosened the fuse box so that I could get behind it to be able to remove it. To remove the armrests on either side of the cushion, you're going to remove the cup holder and the throttle housing to be able to access the bolts beneath the armrest. Now that you have all the bolts taken out, you can remove the seat back. Now that you've got all the cushions removed from the boat, it's now time to remove all the vinyl from the cushions. We're going to start with the main seat bottom. Prior to removing the vinyl off of the seat bottom, we're going to remove these inserts. In order to do so, you're going to need a 3/16 drill bit to drill out the 4 rivets on each one of these seats. Now that you've got all 3 seat inserts removed, it's time to start removing the vinyl from these seats. We'll start with the inserts, then the seat bottom, and then we're going to go through all of the seats that we've removed. Now that we've got all the vinyl removed from the old seats, I'd like to welcome you guys back. We actually took a couple-day hiatus to let the foam on the old seats dry out. The first thing that we're gonna do is reinstall the new vinyl on the main seat bottom. And the first thing we're gonna have to do with that is get it lined up. As far as centering the width of the vinyl, it's not going to be perfectly centered. The important part here is making sure that you have enough vinyl to cover up your coverage areas. For example, on the front, you wanna be able to pull it over and get it completely over the foam, whereas on the back, you do not need to get it as far over because it's not seen. Now that we have the vinyl centered on the cushion, we're going to put staples in all 4 sides to make sure that it stays centered while we're working on it. Once the centering is secure, it's time to work on the visible part of the seat, which is going to be the front. You're going to want to make sure that you work all the wrinkles out, and you may need a heat gun to do this. Once you finish the front, you're going to want to move to the front corners and the rear corners. This is the most important part because this is the part of the seat that's going to be seen. The goal of this part of the installation is to suppress the center of this seat down to the bottom. It's going to be super helpful to use some heat to do this prior to putting the staples around the inside of the ring. It's really important to make sure that you have the vinyl pushed all the way up against the foam. To do that, I use my hand and try and push up against it. You're able to feel the foam right behind the vinyl. And when you think you've got it, you can grab the plastic seat bottom and set it down in there. And if it fits pretty well, you've probably got it very close. Once you've finished stapling down the center and gotten it all the way out to the foam, you're done with this center seat and you'll need to repeat the process for these two outer seats. Once that's done, the bottom seat is complete. Now it's time for the installation of the seat back. I've already done 2 of the seat backs as well as a center armrest and an outer armrest. I did this because I knew that there would be pressure points and I wanted to be able to get through those with you guys working on this portion of the seat back. We're gonna start here with this center armrest and work our way out. Now that we've finished the seat back, we're gonna move on to all the smaller cushions. We're not gonna showcase each one, but we are gonna kind of overview each one as they are very similar to the center seat bottoms. Once you've finished all the smaller cushions, it's time to put everything back in the boat. Once you get all the cushions reinstalled in the boat, you're ready to hit the water. I hope this video was helpful for you and thank you for watching.